guys, in this video we're going to do a quick tour of our camper. We'll show you all the things that we like on the inside and on the outside.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Four Seasons Travel. We thought today we'd give you a tour of our home on the road, which is only sometimes for the weekends. We have a Grand Design, it's a 2024 Grand Design Imagine 3100 RD, which stands for rear den. But come on in. This is 36 foot 11 inches, so we have a lot of space and we like it. Our kitchen is laid out right here in the center where you enter. Refrigerator, microwave, we have a 3-burner cooktop, propane, and this might look a little different to some of y'all who have a 3100. It comes with that table that tilts, not tilts, but it swivels this direction, or you can swivel it this way, and we just thought we needed more storage, make better use of the space, so I actually found this on Target and measured so it fits pretty much exact, and we don't even have it bolted in there or anything. When the slide comes in, it sort of keeps it in its position. We still buckle the chairs and stuff, but it's worked out real good. It has 2 drawers over there, and we can put our water and just extra things. Just gives us a little bit more storage. So we're lucky enough to have a big pantry. You can tell I'm trying to pack up to go now, but most of the time it lights up. Yeah, I have a bag up there now, but we put our trash can down there, and I've mounted a little hook there for our broom, which always is a concern. Into the living room is very spacious. We have 2 recliners that let out, and then 2 couches that actually let out into beds. We stayed a couple weeks ago with our whole family, our daughter and son-in-law and our 16-year-old son and Rosie.
Say hi, Rosie.
Hi. Okay, so this lets out into almost a queen size in width, but not in length. It's just a little short. And then this one lets out into almost a full size. So when they're both open together, it gives you about a foot of space to walk between. And actually one of the recliners will still come up too, so that's nice. We have a big, don't know what size TV that is.
It's big.
Yeah, 50 something inches. And electric fireplace, tons of storage. I just put extra bedding, some movies, a DVD player in case we don't get great service. These are our lovely lamps that came off of another channel, actually KYD, because I'm wearing their sweatshirt. That's where they recommended those from. We use these outside some at night. Sometimes I just leave them sitting up here. Like I said, I'm packing up, so I was getting ready to put them in a box. And then back this direction, we'll see the bathroom and bedroom. So down the hall here is the bathroom. Just your normal stand-up shower. We use our cubbies for towels and extra toilet paper and stuff. Good storage above the sink and above the toilet, and command hooks everywhere, as you can see. Love these sliding
door,
barn doors. This little thing, I don't know if we saw that from somebody on Instagram or what, but since there's and we could install a hook for a lock, but since there's no lock, and when we're traveling with, more family, it kind of gives a seal, because otherwise you can see through the gap.
See in it
and see through the mirror.
It's just you and me. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, we don't care, but it does keep it closed.
But then if we don't put it up when we're here, it's just, then we have to find a place to store it.
Yeah, because it usually lays on our bed. But another barn door back here for the bedroom, which is nice. And these all just hook. And you can see, well, this is a queen size bed. We switched the mattress out for just a memory foam mattress that I got online. It's about 14 inches thick, so it brings it up a little bit higher than Clint would like, actually. You can see his stool over there. Okay, so our battery died on our GoPro, so we're having to switch over to our phone here. But as I was saying, we switched out the mattress. We just got that online. I can put a link below if anybody's interested in that. It's a much less expensive option than some that you see people recommending, and we've loved it. We really love the storage back here because, like I said, we're just weekenders and we're not going for long periods of time right now, but there's 2 cubbies on either side that have hanging bars at the top. I just have a bin and an extra pillow back here, and then 2 drawers here. Clint has the same on that side. These open up. We usually unpack, take our things out of our duffel bag, put those in drawers, and store our duffel bags up there. And then I don't know if you can show me
this
or
is
not,
this
but
is one of my favorite parts. We got the bed made, so
yeah, there's little cubbies on either side, and there's a electric outlet under there and a USB plug. So we have our like alarm clock, our charger hooked up.
And so like a USB-C is also there, and if you needed anything else that you like to keep,
CPAP or whatever,
yeah,
you can hook that
CPAP
up there too.
or anything else that maybe you travel with that you want to keep close to you while you're asleep at night.
Right. And then I'm sure everybody's familiar with those. They click on and off for supposedly reading and
Yeah, the only thing about this bed that if we could do it all over again is it's nice, we sleep good in it, but it really hangs off the side.
Because it's not a RV mattress.
Yeah, it's not an RV mattress. So you can see how, I mean, that's to the back of the frame there. That's the only thing, the platform. So
it's hard to kind of keep the blankets and comforter.
Well, you just don't have as much room in here.
Well, and I'm the only one coming on this side. So
well, I know, but still, I mean, like that would be, it would be better if we had.
I don't have to turn sideways.
I know, but it's just, it would be better if we had a little bit more room.
Yeah.
I think.
Anyway, that's it pretty much for
the inside,
so we just kind of wanted to give an overview of how we kind of have things set up. Maybe we can go into depth with some of the storage things that I've kind of landed on that works well for us.
Well,
another video.
Jennifer is a master of command hooks, and so there's a lot of command hooks that she's added through here and just a lot of little touches that are super nice.
Added this key holder, which helps with sunglasses, just gets things off the counter. I found this really skinny mirror at Hobby Lobby. So, I mean, we can go into more depth next time and how I just like to organize things. It's probably not as great as some who full-time and are on the road a much.
No, but it works.
But it works for us.
It works great for us.
And I think we're going to go outside, and I'll probably flip the camera around and let Clint talk to you about outside storage.
On the outside, the main thing everybody's looking for is storage. It's the only thing about this travel trailer, it doesn't have a ton of storage. We have pass-through storage here that, quite honestly, for weekenders, gets everything in there that we need. And then everything else I just put in the back of my truck. And so, I haven't had an issue with really storing anything. There's nothing that I've had to say to Jennifer, I don't know how we're going to be able to carry that. We haven't run into that problem at all. So, 2 propane tanks. We have 1 battery on it at the moment. We may change that as we move on maybe into next year. We may have more batteries. The other side of the storage, fresh water, fill up. There's your black tank flush, and so there's two gray tanks, 45 gallons apiece. A gray tank for the bathroom, the shower, and the sink, and then 1 for the kitchen sink. And then you have your black tank, which is about the same amount. So the one thing that I really like is that all of this is on this side, so your hot water tank, your fresh water fill, or not your hot water tank, but your tankless water heater, the black tank flush, all of that is on this side, the non-camp side, because I've seen other rigs that have some of that on the other side, and I don't really like that. So here's your where you dump everything. This unit has 2 slides on it, so the big one over here and then the one on the other side. When we were buying this, we wanted a north to south bed, so that when we traveled, if we wanted to stay all night somewhere, we would have good access to the bed.
It's a 50 amp.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a 50 amp service. And there's a water connection up there. Here's where you connect back here. We have just a standard bike rack for our bikes. We don't have electric bikes because we're not, we're not full time. We're not doing that much. They are really nice. That would be a great Christmas present, hint, hint, if we had one of those. But right now we've got, I don't know, where do we get these? Academy?
I think so.
Maybe. So,
yeah.
But they work great.
And your external tank that
my tank, well, that's not really part of the RV, but yeah. So this is our Rhino gray black water tank, for when we go to sites that don't have sewer. And we've used it once, and I have a whole nother video on that, but so far it's worked pretty well. And that's your ladder too. I tell you something that I do is I climb up on that ladder and get up on the roof to sweep off the slides before we leave, especially when we're somewhere like here that has trees, where leaves and branches and stuff. That way when we close the slides, stuff doesn't, we don't have the risk of stuff coming in. We really like this awning. It really provides a lot of shade, and we try to make sure that we take it in at night. One of the things that I like too is that it covers that wide area. We saw some awnings that like weren't over the door, or some travel trailers and fifth wheels have two awnings on it. That's fine, but it's just not what we like. We prefer to have it that way. Also, out here you do have some 12-volt outlets, which is nice to have that. And I don't know, I think that's, one other thing that I really like is back inside. Can we still look at something inside? It's the Compass Connect. So just where you can look at all the levels of your tank. Some people had rather this be out of the way. I personally like it right here, just so that when I walk by, I can look at, wherever the tank levels are. And then from here, you can turn your lights off and on. Here's your water pump. And then, where you taking the awnings and the slides in and out. Just me personally, I like it there just because I kind of have constant visual of it. So that's something that I like. That's really it. We really like it for a first time travel trailer because we've never owned one. This was a great option for us. We looked at a fifth wheel, about the same size, but just for our first one, we thought let's just go kind of easy, and we have the bumper pull, and we really enjoyed it. So, and we've looked at other ones that I'm like, I don't really know if I like that better or worse. So I don't know, we're gonna keep it for a little while. Thanks for watching this video. If you like these kind of videos and other travel videos, please consider subscribing. That really helps us out, and we look forward to seeing you next time.